California Golden Bears. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Bears will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense looking to get the chance to start this game off. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him. Not for coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Cal's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's James. Creates a little space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cal!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. see what he can do with the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kearney. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in the recruiting class.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Avoids pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered.
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Gardner. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Looking for the tie with the extra point. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off. You've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers, because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Stanley.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The jet sweep pass. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been punched, counter-punched throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Jet sweep to the receiver. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's James. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. To the air, it's Gardner. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got his man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The snap sets up the throw. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now trying to power it in. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling behind this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
Into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage with no gain on the play. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's James. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
Intercepted for the 11th time.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
And they'll knock him down.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a good game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's James. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cal! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. Still on his feet. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Wheeler. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And some room to work. Turning it on. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Gardner. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kearney. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.